Duncan MacIntyre stars with Isabel Dean in his own adaptation of The Hasty Heart by John Patrick. It's early morning in a convalescent ward of a temporary British General Hospital somewhere behind the Assam-Burma front during the last war.
Wake up, wake up! Oh, come on there, wake up, rise and shine. Hey, Yank, time to get up. Oh, Yank. Hey, do you hear? Time to get up.
Why don't you drop dead?
Get washed to get your kit together. All patients have to be evacuated.
Oh, Buster, you're not very funny.
At least it wakes you blokes up in a hurry.
Try and think up something different tomorrow. Evacuated. Ha ha.
Come on, you others, come on. The hospital's on fire. The monsoons have started. There's an air raid. There's an earthquake. Oh, for Pete's sake, wake up. I'm half an hour late.
To be woke with a kiss and a kind word.
Yeah, Digger. Or a cup of coffee.
Oh, good, I'm sleepy. I don't think I've ever been woke up in my life ready to get up.
I can never see in the morning. At home, I'm always gently roused. Is that Tommy snoring again?
Oh, he's got adenoids.
Sounded exactly like the mating call of the hippopotamus.
Here's the washing water. Here, you two are patients, Yank and Blossom, into the washing room.
Okay, come on, Blossom. Wake up.
Look lively now, look lively. I'm off duty in 10 minutes. I want to get my sleep before it gets too hot. Yank, help Kiwi to sit up.
It's a great mistake to get well in an army hospital. Come on, Kiwi. Wake up. Look, I'll roll up your mosquito net for you. There we are. Now, come on, sit up.
I wish somebody would do something about Tommy snoring. Do you know what? Either this bed gets smaller or I'm growing again.
So look at that black heathen Blossom, still fast asleep. Time to get up, Blossom. Up, Blossom. Understand?
Blossom. Blossom.
Yeah. That's your name. Blossom, we hope. Now, up you get and give me a hand with these 3 bedridden heroes. Sister will be here in a minute.
Oh, drown. Let him have it. Wake up, you mountain of bliss. Come on, wake up.
Oh, has something happened?
Yeah, you died. It's Judgment Day. St. Peter's a brigadier, so snap your wings to attention.
Somebody snores in here.
You don't say.
How can you make so much noise in your sleep without waking yourself up?
Oh, dear. What a terrible dream I've had. I dreamt I was working. I was killing myself working. I'm that tired I can hardly lift a finger.
Look at him. I've seen him fat, but never that fat. Aren't you uncomfortable?
Yeah, my old lady loves every sweet ounce of me.
Here, what do you think this is, a ruddy health resort? Up patients' work here.
Oh.
Yeah, look, Yank, Blossom, pass these tea mugs round.
Okay.
Now get on with it now. Cool, your breakfast's just coming up.
Oh, good. I hope we don't get soy link sausage.
I'll bet you pounds piastres we do.
Blossom. Blimey. He hands me tea and says, Blossom. Oh, Yank, why don't you teach him 2 words? Then you could be an officer.
Breakfast for 5, coming up.
What is it this time?
What have we got?
Oh, good. Soy link. They do everything with a soybean but make it taste like food.
Need any help with that arm, Kiwi?
Oh, I'll manage. The medical officer said he'd chisel me out of this derrick next week.
You were shot up bad when you come in here. I'd say you'd be in that contraption for 2 years.
Well, you wouldn't know, you chronic menace. You was only wounded by a sandfly.
Yeah, you...
Where were you when you were wounded, Tommy?
Asleep. Peacefully sleeping I was, and a hot bit of shrapnel entered me tender flesh.
Where?
Yeah, well, I was sleeping on my stomach.
I wonder who'll get this spare bed.
Yeah, we haven't had a Scot in here for a long time.
Oh, God, I hope we don't get a Scot.
Sister's a Scot.
Oh, no, she isn't.
Well, she's a little beaut, whatever she is.
Ah, bless her little heart. She's lovely, she is.
Well, she told me she used to live in Scotland.
Yeah, she had to live there while she was teaching school. And after 1 year trying to teach a bunch of Scots kids, she had a nervous breakdown.
Well, what do you got against the Scots?
I hate all Scots. Should have known my grandfather Angus. There were only two infallible beings to his way of thinking, Angus MacDonald and God. Well, sometimes God was wrong, but never Grandfather Angus.
Did you have to live with him?
When my folks died, he took over the supervision of my soul. You know what I had to recite every time I started to lose my temper?
Sure, the multiplication tables.
I had to recite the books of the Bible. I can still do it. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Samuel, Kings. If you tried to argue with him, he'd take his damn bagpipe out and sit playing it. I learned to hate the bagpipe. No wonder the Scots always march when they play them. They're trying to get away from the sound. I'm going to wash.
Hey, this must be Sister coming. Look, Blossom's holding the door open.
Thank you, Blossom. Good morning, all.
Morning,
sister.
How's everyone this morning?
Fine.
Oh, beautiful.
Top of
We was just saying, you're our favourite sister.
Yes, Sister, you make the morning lovely.
Well, I wish I could say the same about you. As patients, you're the most untidy and disrespectful lot it's ever been my misfortune to get.
Oh, you wound me, Sister.
You look at me, nurse.
I certainly do, and I'll be delighted to see the last of you.
You need some leave, sister. The matron works you too hard.
The poor matron has nothing to do with it. It's you. It's a good thing I once taught in the kindergarten, or I couldn't cope with you. Now, Blossom, your temperature. Open your mouth. Mouth, like this.
Sister.
What beautiful tonsils you have.
Oh, go and stand beside your bed and stop acting like an American.
Right, Lieutenant. You know, in America, a sister's a nun instead of a nurse.
In England, a nurse nurses babies.
Point taken.
Well, how are you this morning, Kiwi? Sleep well?
Like a baby, sister.
And the arm?
All right.
Move the shoulder. Does it hurt? Yes, it does, doesn't it?
A bit.
No, it's much better, though. Oh, can't you keep your blankets tucked under? No one would ever suspect that any of you had army training at all. Now your pulse.
Oh, sister.
Be still, I'm counting a pulse. Yes, Tommy, what do you want?
I'm not comfortable.
This is a military hospital. You're not supposed to be comfortable.
But don't you run your wards for dying men like me?
You know we run the ward so the colonels can inspect them, so be still.
Now, what would old Cobweb say if he heard such
You
talk?
will please show a little more respect for our superior officer. You will not refer to Cobweb. To the colonel as old Cobwebs. Well, Yank, how did you sleep?
Dreaming of you, sister.
Oh, rubbish. Your pulse is higher this morning.
Well, when you pressed my wrist, sister, my pulse pants.
The MO's putting you on plasmaquin. He wants you to get all that malaria out of your system. Well, Digger, how's your back today?
A bit of a rub would feel mighty good.
He only wants to be rubbed 'cause I gets rubbed. Jealous of me every movie.
Well, I'll give you both a massage as soon as I finish these charts. Oh, you look a bit haggard, Tommy. Did your hip bother you last night?
Oh, I had a terrible night, I did, sister. Not a minute of sleep.
Nor anybody else.
Yeah, you can say that
I
again.
had nightmares. I was working myself to death. And there I fence sat my wife, laughing herself silly.
Temperature. I don't know how you managed to avoid work in Civvy Street, but you'll work here as soon as you're an up patient.
To think he's married. Well, it's a wonderful world.
Oh, gracious, I forgot the Basuto. Good Lord, he's nearly swallowed the thermometer. Open your mouth, Blossom. Oh, well, that seems all right. Now, let's have yours, Tommy, and that's the lot. Yank, put these in my office, will you?
Yes'm.
Now, let's see if we can get this ward looking less like a slit trench. Blossom. Blossom. Line up the beds.
Oh, yeah, line up the beds. You've no idea how it improves the patient's
It
condition.
improves the colonel's disposition, and that's much more important.
Sister.
Oh, what is it, Yank?
Cobwebs.
Oh, don't be silly. He can't inspect this early.
Well, I looked out the window and I saw him coming.
Oh, Lord. Hurry. Put everything in order.
Right. Yeah, give us a hand with the bed, will you?
Now, come along. Everybody, hide his kids. Now, you, Tommy. Tommy, hide these sheets under your covers.
Right out, you just shove me in here.
That's the idea.
Blimey, he'll think I'm bloated.
How's that, sister?
That's good enough. Stand by your beds, you two. Quickly, I can hear him. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sister. Carry on, men. Sit on your beds.
Thanks.
You keep a very tidy ward.
Thank you, sir.
The matron tells me you have an empty bed here.
Yes, we have, sir.
I'm transferring one of my own patients to your ward this morning, and I thought I ought to come over myself to explain. It's a case that calls for the cooperation of the whole ward. May I have everyone's attention for a moment? Yeah, thank you. I came here this morning to enlist your help.
Oh, what sort of help, sir?
You're an American, aren't you?
Yes, sir. American Field Service. Ambulance driver attached to the British.
And I've seen you somewhere before.
When you inspected the ward last week, sir.
Before that, I associated with something unpleasant.
I had hoped you'd forgotten, sir. It seems I crowded your staff car off the road one day.
It seems. I know damn well you did. My dear boy, you could have killed me.
But I didn't.
Well, sit down. I'll give you a chance to make amends.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I did an emergency operation on this man who's coming here. Took a bit of shrapnel out of him. Had to remove his kidney. He's about recovered. And I think you can help him.
May I ask how, sir?
By keeping him contented. He's anxious to get back to his regiment, but that's out of the question.
Did you say, sir, that the patient had recovered?
From the operation, yes. This man has one kidney left. Now, ordinarily, that would carry him through life. Unfortunately, we've discovered that it's defective. It will do the work of two at a time, a very limited time.
Oh. Does the patient know this, sir?
I decided against telling him. He has no family, no ties. Worry won't help him. So while he's well and waiting, I'm placing him in here because, well, it seems to me a man should have friends around him when he dies.
How long has this man got, sir?
At the most, 6 weeks.
Nothing can help him, sir.
The only help he can expect now will come from you.
And he thinks he's well, sir?
Not in a sense he is. But it would be criminal to release him just to collapse up forward. Well, do what you can to help keep him contented, will you? And happy?
Yes, sir.
We'll do our best, sir.
He won't learn nothing from us, sir.
We'll jolly him along,
You
sir.
can rely on these men, Colonel.
Tango. It's damned unfortunate. Well, carry on.
Yes, sir.
He's in C-16 by himself. I've instructed your orderly to bring him over as soon as he's ready. He can sit up or not, as he pleases.
We'll take good care of him, sir.
Thank you, sister. Good morning, men.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
We'll omit inspection. Good morning, sister.
Good morning, sir. Oh, dear, we've work to do. Yeah, while I look after Tommy and Digger, will you give Kiwi his bath?
I'm going to make somebody a good wife.
Blossom will help you with the screen.
Right, sister. Come on, black boy, work. Blossom.
Now, Tommy, turn over and get your hip rubbed.
Who is he, sister?
Who's who?
The bloke was going to kick in,
I don't know.
and he hasn't a chance. It's a shocker, ain't it?
It's always a shocker.
God, what a tub of butter. How can a bloke get so fat on bully beef?
It's me marvellous glands. I was regraded twice since I was made cook. Both times on my card they put obese. I don't know what it means.
You're an ignorant so-and-so. Hey, sister, what does a beast mean?
Fat.
Well, how do you like that? Being fat ain't good enough for him. He has to be obese. No, you're just plain fat.
In future, you'll kindly refer to me by my proper disease.
Ah,
Now, that's enough, I think. Now, Digger, your turn. Is this all right?
oh, just great. Hey, sister, how do we treat this bloke?
The new patient?
Yeah.
Like a human being.
Well, that'll be a change after this lot.
You're in the paratroops, aren't you, Digger?
Right.
Have you made many jumps?
Yeah, 12. Oh, I think I'll just skip the next one.
Here, if your parachute don't open, do you get a new one?
Oh, why don't you read some new joke books?
They always open, don't they?
Oh, sometimes the silk gets damp and sticks together.
How does your wife feel about silk that sticks together?
Oh, she says be careful. But then she says that no matter what I'm doing.
Then be careful. Oh, it's a dreadful business.
Yeah, and I've had it.
There. That's all you're getting today.
Oh.
Blossom.
Oh, dear, I do wish the M.O. would decide what to do about the Basuto.
Is he really just homesick,
Yes,
sister?
that's the only blessed thing wrong with him. He'll probably pine and die unless he's sent back to his tribe.
Bless so.
Go sit on your bed, Blossom. String your necklace. I'll see if there are more beads for you.
Homesick. Why do you suppose these jokers ever join up anyway?
Oh, their chief joins and they follow. His whole tribe joined. Now he wants to go home.
Him and me both.
Well, that's that. Those damn bed baths. Now I know what a wet nurse is.
Never mind, Yank. Kiwi looks the better for it. All nice and shiny.
Phew. You feel as if you're in an oven. And those screens around your bed.
Here you are, Blossom. A few more beads for your necklace. Now, the rest of you, get your needlework out and try doing something constructive for a change. All of you?
Sister, haven't you got any yellow thread yet? I've made all me buttercups blue.
Well, you just have to use what we've got, I'm afraid. Oh, Digger, you'll have to hurry with that knitting for your baby.
Too right.
Are you having a baby?
I knew weeks ago. Yeah, we must be very tender with Digger.
But you've been away 3 years. How could you possibly...
On my way back from England, I was married in Cape Town.
Ah, that is a dirty aha. He's a poor type, that Yank.
How about a bet on it? I'll bet rubles to rupees it's a boy.
Look, save your dough. I don't want to bet on my kid.
Oh, I can't get a bet on anything round here.
Yank, why don't you turn whatever it is you're making into something for Digger's baby?
He'd love a hand-embroidered nappy.
The OC said I was to bring a new patient in here.
Oh, yes, the Colonel told me. Did you bring his kit?
But he's carrying it himself. He wouldn't let me touch it.
Right, bring him up.
All right, miss.
We can't keep that kit in here.
He says the Colonel says he can.
Oh, all right. Well, you may have this bed here.
Here's his report.
Thank you. I'm Sister Margaret. I don't believe the Colonel told me your name. Oh, here it is on your report. Sergeant Lachlan McLaughlin. Are you a Scot?
I'd hardly have that name if I wasn't a Scot.
Oh, I don't know. Lots of parents give their children Scottish names because they like them.
That fools nobody, parading under false pretenses.
Oh, I doubt if it's a deliberate plot against the Scots. Now, the Colonel said you could sit up if you wanted to, or get into bed and rest, just as you like.
I'll sit here for a while.
Is there anything you want?
I don't like to have things done for me.
Don't you? I love to have things done for me.
Maybe you do. Know me.
Well, sing out if you need anything. I'll take your reports into the office and glance through them.
Have a cigarette?
I've got my own.
Well, these aren't issue. I got them from home.
I never accept presents.
Why not?
I don't want to put myself in anybody's debt.
A cigarette isn't going to put you deep in debt.
I'll smoke my own.
Hey, Jock.
If you're addressing me, my name's no joke.
Yeah, well, I heard Sister read something, but I didn't catch it. What is it?
Lachlan something.
All right, then. Lackey. Is that okay?
And what did you want?
Nothing. Thought you might feel like talking.
What about?
Oh, nothing. Just gab.
I put no value in talking for talking's sake.
You're a Scot, all right. What regiment are you with, Lackey?
Why do you ask?
Well, I was just curious. I thought I might know someone in your regiment.
You're no a Scot.
My grandfather was.
It's not very likely you'd find your grandfather in my regiment.
Oh, brother.
You want something to read? Here's a book. Cat.
I don't like books.
Don't you like to get away from yourself?
Books are a waste of a thinking man's time.
Oh, I see. You're a thinking man.
Aye.
Well, maybe we could interest you in the Bible.
I doubt it.
It's got some damn good poetry in it.
I put no value in poetry, sacred or otherwise.
Look, we're a nice, friendly bunch in here. If you don't like books or stories, it's all right with us.
It would have to be.
What I'm trying to say is, live and let live. Here.
What's this you're offering me?
It's a bar of chocolate. Don't you want it?
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. It's damn good. What do you think I'm giving it to you for?
Well, why are you?
Well, because I want it, but I thought you might want it more. Is that an insult?
It's no consistent.
Grandfather Angus rides again.
Ever been to New Zealand, Lucky?
I've done my share of travelling, but I leave heathen lands to the missionaries.
New Zealand's no heathen land. I come from there.
I don't consider that a good argument.
He's got you there, Kiwi.
Well, it might have been heathen once, but that was a long time ago. It's modern and up to date, yes, and we rule ourselves. That's more than Scotland does.
You're neighbours to the Fiji Islanders, am I right?
What's that got to do with it?
I believe the Fijis are cannibals, are they no?
You're right, Lockie, me lad. Eats each other, they do, from tip to toe.
Well, I don't know any Fijis.
May I point out that while we had the great misfortune to get Englishmen for neighbours, they've yet to boil each other in pots, at least in public.
I take umbrage at that, I do. The Scots used to raid our borders and steal our cattle, they did. Cattle thieves, they was.
Aye, and but for the poor stock of English cattle, Scotland would be a richer country today.
You're a part of the British bloody Empire.
And how did you acquire your empire, your colonies, Scotland excepted?
Conquered them with soldiers, we did.
You conquered them with missionaries, no less. You send your preachers to teach the simple heathen to pray, and when you've got them kneeling down, you hoist the English flag over them.
You're a conquered race yourself, still fighting for home rule and electricity.
Ah, Lackey's right, Tommy. The missionaries come to Australia. Yeah, you're a blight bloke, Lackey.
Aye, so you claim Australia?
God's country.
A presumption. Aye. I'm no impressed by a land that produces nothing more sensible than a great jumping rat.
Aye, a kangaroo ain't a rat.
And New Zealand isn't any heathen land.
Oh, it's you again. And what represents you? A bird with no wings. A bird that can't fly.
Well, I guess he's told you too off. You won't find any kangaroos in America, or birds that can't fly.
Aye, America. You've as many varieties of churches as you have pickles, and you worship vitamins in Sinatra. The land of plenty, and you live out of tin cans and 10-cent stores.
Yeah, that's
Here,
what
listen,
everybody...
Listen, I sailed from Glasgow, a city you've maybe heard about, when I was 12. I worked one godforsaken winter in your great New York. I've examined you at close range, and I don't care for your breed. Nothing personal.
Buster, you and I are going to have trouble getting together.
Oh, look, let's stop losing our tempers. It's too darn silly.
Blossom.
May I ask who this black-faced British subject is?
The luckiest guy in the ward. He doesn't understand English.
And what does he want?
He just wants to look at you. He's never seen anything like you before.
Well, how are we getting along? Have you thought of anything I can do for you?
You haven't the authority to send me back to my regiment, have you?
I'm afraid you must be patient and wait a while.
I'll wait, but I'll no be patient.
You're a Scot, Lachlan. I wonder if you know Ayrshire.
You must have looked in my card. I was born in Ayrshire.
No, really, I didn't. Oh, I know Ayr and Doonfoot well. I once taught there. Darling children.
Aye.
Lovely farming land.
Aye.
Now, if you tell me you belong to the Cameron Highlanders, I won't believe you.
You have looked up my record.
Do you belong to the Camerons?
Aye, I do.
Oh, they're a grand regiment. Did you bring your kilt with you? You wear a kilt, don't you?
It's a privilege for walking out.
Will you wear it for us soon? Wouldn't you men like to see Lucky in his kilt?
I can hardly wait.
Oh, with your cap cocked over one eye and your kilt swishing as you walk down the street. You must be the proudest man in the world.
I haven't got a kilt.
Oh, but you must have a kilt. You're in the Camerons and you're allowed to wear one. What sort of a Scot are you, Lachlan?
We've got to pay for a kilt ourselves, and it's gay dear, a proper kilt.
Oh, you're not issued a kilt?
We're issued with nothing but battle dress.
Well, if I were in your regiment, I'd buy myself the finest to be had, no matter what it costs.
Aye, so you would, being a woman. I put my money to better use. It's a question of values.
Now, Lachlan, you've been away about 4 years, haven't you? You couldn't have spent all your pay. You ought to be ashamed if you haven't saved something.
My money's in Scotland.
You could send for it.
Can he take it out of the earth?
I knew it! He's got it buried in a tin can.
Yank, if you're not well, lie down, but please be civil.
I'll no return to Scotland with nothing but my wounds to show for my time. I've invested in a bit of land. I'll be a landowner.
Oh.
And why do you say, oh? What could be finer than a farm? Land of your own to work on and spend the rest of your life content.
Does all your pay go on paying off your bit of land?
Aye. I've never wasted my money on drink and the like.
Is your land about paid for?
A couple of months, and the farm's my own.
Why don't you do something very foolish, Lucky?
Eh?
Why don't you buy yourself a kilt? The land will wait.
A kilt will wait.
Are you going to live on your farm all by yourself?
Aye.
Well, you seem to know what you want. You're all unusually industrious today.
Say, what makes you want to live in a farm and thumb your nose at the world?
Ah, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk.
Would it upset any plans of yours if I asked you a question, just one question?
There's nothing you could do to upset me. And I'll grant you one question. Just one.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's damn white of you. What are you griped about?
And what do you mean by griped? Would you be so kind as to speak English?
Look, I got a parrot that speaks better English than you do.
Oh, pity you didn't learn for your parrot.
I just wanted to know what you're sore about. When a guy's friendly to you, why can't you be pleasant?
Were you being friendly?
Didn't you guess?
You should have told me. I could have saved you time and trouble.
Oh.
Look, I don't need companionship. I put no value on the human animal. I don't like to have my freedom nibbled into.
Then just what do you put a value on?
I knew you'd presume to ask a second question, but it's an easy answer. I value my privacy.
You can have it. Blossom, help me to screen off this goddamn hermit. There you are. You can stay in your private world and hug yourself to death. As far as we're concerned, brother, you won't exist.
If you don't mind, I'm no your brother.
What? Oh, who's got a dull razor? I think I'll cut my throat.
He don't like nobody. He don't even like himself.
Hey, Yank, what did you mean by that crack about Australia?
Yes, and you agree with him about New Zealand.
Oh, forget it.
Bloody cattle thieves.
What the hell's that?
It's not me. I'm not even asleep.
It's bagpipes. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges.
Muni mabili matata, mama bamba zinzi, zinzi ifa, mama kala muni mabili matata, muni mabili matata, mama bamba zinzi, zinzi ifa, mama kala
let's
muni
have some
mabili.
quiet, Blossom. That's enough of that. Even if we're all fit to be up now, any more of that and I, for one, will have a relapse.
Oh, that's better. Nothing to worry us now but the heat and those ruddy flies.
And the sound of Lackey there, polishing his goddamn boots every day for 2 whole weeks. Spit and polish, spit and polish. Thinking he was going on parade.
Maybe I will be. One of these days.
What's the date? Boy, Yank, what's the date?
30 days, half September, April, June, and November. It's the 1st.
Well, it's help to know what day it is. What time is it? Kiwi, you have a watch.
It's 11:30.
Blimey. And I thought it was tiffin time.
Well, don't you ever forget that gut of yours?
Oh, you don't love me anymore. There was a time you thought I was cute.
Isn't it a lovely day? Look, post just came in.
Mail!
Oh, great.
Anything for me?
Just a minute. Digger, 2 for you.
Oh, you're an angel, sister.
Tommy, here's an obese one for you.
Oh, sister.
1 for you, Yank.
That's the one. Wow.
Kiwi, you got 3.
Oh, gee, somebody loves me. Thanks.
And that's all. What could be happening to your mail, Lucky? Unless they're holding it for you. Why don't you write to the ABPO?
I'm expecting no letters.
Well, haven't you told your friends where you are?
My friends all know my views. I don't need to write about them.
But don't you miss hearing from home?
Aye, there's a lot I miss, but maybe you've heard there's a war on.
Yes, I heard. The man I'd hoped to marry was killed in Crete. I've heard about the war. Well, is there anything special you'd like for tiffin?
No.
Oh, there must be some particular dish I could fix for you myself.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
I've noticed, sister, that you're out trying to do me favours. I think it's only fair to warn you, I've no place for marriage in my plans.
How very kind of you to tell me, but I assure you I have no plans to snare you. I asked about the food only because I thought something a bit different might please you.
And may I remind you that I don't like to have things done for me, and I don't seek privilege.
Oh, Lucky, we're all entitled to privilege once in a while.
When I have a right to privilege, I'll no ask it. I'll demand
Oh, you are aggravating at times.
Here.
And if it's pity for my wounds that prompts you, you don't know me or you wouldn't offer that.
Oh, Lucky, please be human.
I'm sorry, I can't be a weak character to your liking.
So am I, because I've a weakness for weakness. It's something I can understand. I'm sorry I was cross with you, Lucky.
I never noticed the tantrums of women.
Well, that would be an advantage if you ever did marry.
I notice you keep harping on marriage.
Oh, Lucky, will you please believe me? I've no designs on you. I'm going to be strong and resist your charms. Oh, really? Look, I only wanted to know if I can arrange some special dish for you. No obligation involved.
I'll take what comes.
Well, I look forward to the day when you'll ask for something, and when you do, make it monumental. Good letter, Yank.
Perfect.
Hip, hip! I've had a baby.
Good going.
Boy or girl?
Boy, she's named him after me.
Mother and child doing well?
You bet.
Congratulations, Digger.
Wish I could have a baby. If I did, they'd send me home on compassionate grounds.
Oh, why?
I've been away 4 years. Oh, oh dear, listen to this. My wife has told the whole village about my wounds, and I'm a blooming hero. Do you know what they've done? They've had a public dinner in my honour, and they named a pudding after me. A pudding!
Oh, good, I'll bet it was heavy.
Bless their hearts. The Percival Hawkins puffed wheat pudding.
No doubt you're all proud of these women of yours.
Oh, sure. They're fine. What's wrong now?
Have you any idea the tons of paper that's wasted writing old stale news? Have you considered the fortune in stamps that could be spent on food? You're guilty of criminal waste, you and your women, and you sit there as pleased as cats.
Look, do us a favor.
Lucky, the colonel just sent word over that he wants to see you right away. I think he wants to take an x-ray. Do you want a wheelchair?
Have my legs and my health. I'll walk.
Sister, is he really going to die? Because if he isn't, I'm going to kill him.
Oh, what a dreadful thing to say. I'm ashamed of you. Why don't you try to like him?
He don't like us first. He's a terrible stir man, he is.
Then why do you antagonize him?
Well, that does it.
Listen to me. Lucky was not sent in here to make things pleasant for you. He was sent to you for help. That was a compliment.
Or a challenge.
All right, a challenge. It's a poor show when men run from a challenge. Oh, I admit I lose patience, too. But we mustn't stop trying. Oh, Yank, there's a large box in my office. Will you bring it in here, please?
Right, sister.
After all, it isn't often you have an opportunity to make a man glad he spent the last weeks of his life with you, is it now?
Maybe not, but he's impossible.
Yes, that's it, Yank. Thank you. Now, today is Lucky's birthday. I checked it on his admittance card.
Are we going to give him a ruddy birthday party?
Don't you want to help?
Oh, all right. We'll try again.
Did you get him a cake?
No, I got him a kilt.
Kilt?
Yes, and everything that goes with it. I checked with his regiment and ordered it from Calcutta. It got here on time, thanks to the RAF.
Wait a minute. You're not going to pay for all this yourself.
Yes, but I want you all to give them to him.
Well, if we're going to give them, we'll pay for them.
Yeah, we can all chip in.
Will you let us do that?
Certainly I will.
If this don't make him happy, blimey, nothing will.
Can I give the poor bloke the brogue, sister?
All right, but we must hurry. Now, let me see. Yes, now, there you are.
Thank you.
Now, keep them under your pillow or somewhere.
Yeah. I'll give him the belt. How's that?
Right, Tommy. Pass it over to him, Yank.
Right.
Now, Kiwi, how about the stockings and spats from you, eh?
Oh, just the job.
Does anyone object if I give him the jacket and the kilt? After all, I dislike him more than the rest of you.
I think that'd be splendid. It should fit all right. I checked the size.
What about Blossom? Is he included?
Sure. Let Blossom give him the side cap. We'll chip in.
Sure thing.
That's fine. I'll keep it till we give Lucky the presents. And this is my gift, the sporran. And that's the lot.
The lot. Haven't you forgotten something important?
Oh, dear, I hope not.
Well, under the kilt, don't they wear some sort of fancy pants?
Didn't you know? Yeah, come over here. Yeah, let me whisper.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
A bit drafty, I'd say.
It's indecent to be that drafty.
No, not indecent, just thrifty.
Oh, I reckon they wear some kind of diaper.
£2 says you're wrong.
I'll bet you £2 you're wrong.
It's a bet. Glory be, I've got a bet at last. What a bet, sister?
I do not. It's a silly, vulgar bet. Now, let's stop this nonsense. Hide your presents out of sight. Go on. Go on. Now, as soon as he comes back, we'll give them to him.
Sister, I was just thinking, what if he refuses to take the presents? We're sticking our necks out.
Yes, remember he said he never accepted presents.
Oh, he won't refuse them. He can't. It's his birthday.
He's tricky, he is.
I promise you, sister, if he tosses these presents back at us, I'm going to beat him to death with his bagpipe.
Look out, here he is coming back.
And there I was, doing a bit of plumbing at Buckingham Palace, and it was raining. And the king comes up to me and he says, "Where is your hat, me good man?" And I says, "I've been issued no hat, your Royal Highness." And he says, "Here, take me crown. It'll keep the rain out of your eyes." Oh, you're back, Lucky.
Heard it was your birthday, Lackey. Thought you might be able to use a pair of brogues. Congratulations.
There you are, Lucky. Made in Scotland, it says. Happy birthday.
You can't wear brogues without stockings, and you can't wear stockings without spats. There they are. Best of luck.
Here, Blossom, give him this.
Blossom.
Sorry we couldn't have a haggis for you, Lucky, but here's a sporran. You're gathering quite a collection on your bed. God bless.
One jacket, one kilt. All the best, Lackey.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lackey. Happy birthday to you. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers.
Yank, quiet.
I have a word to say. I don't understand you. You've done a thing that numbs my brain. I wouldn't have remembered it was my birthday if you hadn't told me. But have I the right to take your kilt? I've got nothing to pay you back. They say that sorrow is born in the hasty heart, and I've no wish to invite sorrows.
Oh, do be quiet, Lackey.
But I must explain.
You don't have to explain anything. For once in your life, be hasty and risk a mistake.
But
Keep your mouth shut on that thermometer and let your heart talk. Now, just sit down again.
Is he going to take them, sister?
Of course he is. He was only searching for a dignified way of thanking you. Weren't you, Lackey?
Well, put 'em on, Lackey.
Just put them on.
Yeah, let's see how you look, Lackey.
Yeah, let's see if he wears anything underneath.
Yeah, Lackey, we got up a little bet, and you're the only one who can settle it.
Oh, you are a mercenary lot.
Do you or don't you wear something under your kilt?
My friends, I'm sorry you've asked, for I can't tell you. That's the one question, you see, that no kiltie will ever answer.
You won't tell us?
Do you take me for a traitor?
Well, never mind. Just put 'em on, huh?
Yeah, come on, be a sport, Lackey. Put him on for you, mates.
Have no intention of wearing my kilt till the proper time.
What did you say?
I'll wear my kilt when the occasion is fitting. The day when I return to my regiment, and not before.
Fair crack of the whip.
Hey, sister, you can't let him do this. He's putting them away.
Well, Lucky, this is your birthday. Do whatever pleases you.
I'm pleased to wait. Oh, thank you all for my gifts. I'll no soon forget this day.
Well, I guess that's the party over. A perfect Scottish birthday party. Well, I don't know.
Now, is there anything I can do for you before I go?
No. No, I'm quite content.
Well, that's fine then.
Cigarette digger?
Oh. Thanks.
You, Tommy.
Blimey. Thanks, Lucky.
Kiwi.
Thanks a lot.
Yank, would you care for a fag?
Yeah, Buster, I would. Thanks.
Aye. I'll no soon forget this day. What happened when a humble member asked Parliament for threepence to be added to the old age pension? You'd have thought the government was being asked to throw away the crown jewels.
It's very interesting, Lucky, but let's finish it tomorrow. It's bedtime now.
Just threepence, mind you, to help the poor.
Look, Buster, you've been talking steadily for days, ever since you got your kilt. Now, why don't you have Parliament adjourn while I brush my teeth, huh? Coming, Digger?
Sure thing. Anything for peace and quiet.
Hey, wait for me. I'm coming too.
Ah, dearie me. I've no time for worthwhile topics. It's a pity. Oh, Tommy. Tommy, have you any idea what His Majesty's government's spending daily to prosecute the war?
Oh, me?
Aye.
Oh, must be a filthy amount.
It's over £1 million. Aye, £1 million.
God.
And what do they do when they run a bit short and need some more? They just print it. And the more they print, the less it's worth.
Yeah.
Aye, Tommy, you take my advice and put your money in the land.
Yes, I'll put mine in my stomach. Beer.
Another frivolous mind. Oh, Blossom. Come here. Come here. Do you realize what it costs to train the... Oh, I forgot. No use talking to you.
Blossom.
Eh? Aye, that'll be right. Oh, hello, sister.
Hello, Lucky. What have you been doing?
Oh, I was giving my friends the benefit of my experience.
Well, save a little something to talk about tomorrow. Lights out in 10 minutes. How have you felt today, Lucky?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm a wee bit tired. My hands sweat a bit and my feet seem to be swollen.
You've been walking round the ward too much. And talking too much.
A man's got to walk about. He's got to talk. He's no a vegetable.
When you tire yourself, you don't sleep well. Last night when I came in, you were tossing and whimpering in your sleep.
I had a problem in my mind.
Could I help?
Well, it's no easy for a man like me to admit that maybe he's blundered. I'm no what you think I am, sister.
You sure you know what I think?
You see, sister, I haven't liked the human race. I'd no faith in the goodness of folk.
But you told me you had lots of friends in Scotland.
I lied to you.
Oh.
I had no education, I had no money, nothing to offer, and a man can't take without giving.
Why not?
A man's pride.
Humility's a virtue, too.
In my life, nobody ever liked me, and there was nobody I liked. But I've changed.
Oh, I hate to think it took a war to change you, Lucky.
Aye, but it's true. I didn't know a man could be your friend and want nothing in return. Now I've got to do my share of the helping.
Lucky, if you found a new set of values, don't feel you must rush out and pay for them. You've ample time. Now, when the lights are out, I'll bring you a warm drink.
Oh.
It'll put you to sleep.
If it's no trouble to you.
No trouble at all. I'll have Yank give you your massage. Yank?
Yeah?
I may be a few minutes late. Will you give Lucky his rub?
Sure.
Don't forget to close the window.
Okay.
Better get into bed now.
Aye.
Don't want you lying awake all night.
After a drop of shut-eye. Hope I don't dream tonight.
Could you spare me a minute, Tommy?
Yes? Why not? No place to go but bed.
When you go back after the war, have you a job waiting?
My job's me old lady. Her father owns a pub.
Well, as you know, I've got a wee place in Scotland, and I thought you might like to pay it a visit when you wanted a rest.
Yeah, well, thank you for the offer, Lucky, but if ever I get away from the old woman, it'll need to be further than Scotland. Yeah, I talk about her own kind like, but in me way, I knows me wife. The silly old washed up.
Mind it, wasn't it just a hasty offer, you know? I've been thinking about it.
Very kind, too. But it's me for Blighty. If ever you visit London, my wife's home is yours. Good night.
Good night, Tommy.
Think I'd forgotten your massage?
No.
Well, stretch out, Buster.
Yeah. I don't know why I should be so weary.
Well, just relax.
Yank.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that when the war's done, maybe you could come and live in my wee house in Scotland for a while.
Well, thanks, Buster, but when that time comes, I'm headed straight home.
When do you leave the hospital, Yank?
Day after tomorrow.
It'll no be the same when you've gone. Most likely I'll never hear of you again.
Oh, when I get married, I'll send you a picture of Niagara Falls, and you can send me a picture of yourself in that damn kilt. Looks like it's the only way I'm ever going to see it.
Well, I was planning not to wear my kilt till I went back to my regiment. But if you liked, I could wear it in your honor instead.
What? Buster, do you mean it?
Aye, I do.
Well, look, Lackey, wear it for me tomorrow, and I'll take your picture. I just got 2 rolls of film from home.
Do you know, I've never had my photo taken.
Oh, then we'll take it tomorrow.
Aye, I'll wear my kilt. But here, you'll have to let me pay for the films. I might need them all, for I'd like a picture of everybody for myself.
Well, if it'll make you feel freer, I'll let you pay for them. There! Now I'm going to hit the hay. Good night, Lackey.
And good night to you, Yank.
Oh, well, if Tommy snores tonight, I'll cut his ruddy ears off.
Oh, Digger, what are your plans when peace comes again?
I'm going to collect my kid and my wife and settle down again in Australia.
You have a job there?
My back will be as good as ever.
Have you ever thought of looking for work in Scotland?
God, no. Has anyone?
You see, I've got some land and a wee house on it. You're welcome to it for your family. No charge. I've got good soil, and you could make a living.
Sorry, Lackey, but when I hand in my paybook, I'm heading in one direction only. Aussie land. When I think of it, I get toothache in my heart. Look, Lackey, I'll come and visit you when I'm rich.
Aye, but if you're rich, I'll no see you again.
Oh, you never know. Anyway, I'll write to you from down under.
You'll write me a letter?
Sure thing. Oh, good, I love sleep. Huh? Good night, Lackey.
Good night, Digger. Well, a letter in my own name.
Yes, I wonder I haven't got malaria. Once I'm asleep, my feet stick out all night, and the mosquitoes think it's a bloodbath.
I suppose where you come from, Kiwi, the mosquitoes are ferocious.
New Zealand mosquitoes can have all my blood they want. Once I get back, nothing's ever going to get me away again.
You really have to go home.
Yes, and I'll write to you, Lackey. I'll keep in touch. And now I'm turning in. Will you put my light out?
Aye, sure.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night, Kiwi. Well, Blossom, that just leaves you.
Blossom.
No, they wouldn't understand you in Scotland. Well.
Sorry I took so long, but I had to find the key to the storeroom.
I've been talking to my friends.
Drink this. It'll help you to sleep.
Oh, thanks. You know, they're going to write me letters from all over the world. They said so. Do you know what that does to me, sister?
Should make you very proud.
Aye, more than that. No matter where I go now, I'll never be alone.
Yes. I know how dreadful loneliness can be, Lucky.
I've got to do something, sister. I owe so much.
To whom do you think you owe something? To your fellow man?
Maybe I could turn my farm into a place to go for wounded lads with no home of their own.
Slowly, Lachlan. Remember, sorrow's born in the Hasty Heart.
I'm no hasty, and I've got to help. I couldn't be a preacher. I know nothing about God. And I'm no sure I owe my friends to God. I did no praying.
You simply can't stand being indebted, can you?
I can't write a book. I've no schooling. I've only my wish to help and my 2 hands and my land to give away.
Lucky, if you'd only... Oh, just a minute. See if they're all asleep. Yes, all quiet. Lucky, instead of what you own, why don't you share yourself with your fellow man? We'd be much richer. I know that I am, for the things you've shared with me already.
You can't mean me, sister.
But I do.
How?
As a human being, I don't suppose I have any real individuality. I'm the people I've met. I'm a mixture of everything I've read and seen. Stolen a virtue here and a weakness there. I'm everyone I ever loved.
And you've taken something from me?
Without your knowing it.
If I hadn't stopped my bit of shrapnel, I'd never have known I could be so content. I had to be hurt to learn. Do you suppose the world would be a healthier place if more folk were sick?
Gracious, I don't know. Now you must sleep.
I'll no sleep the night.
Have you been as happy with us, Lucky, as you've ever been in your life?
I think I've shared a moment with kings.
Good night.
Sister Margaret, do you know, you've given me something too, without knowing it.
What, Lucky?
Oh, I'm no sure what it is. It's something that makes me know when you leave the room, even when I can't see you go.
That's very sweet.
Oh, you lovely, lovely angel.
You shouldn't have kissed my hand like that.
No, I'd no right.
No right at all. Good night.
She kissed me. She kissed me.
You look exactly like those living statues one used to see in the circus. Can't you crowd in a little and look more pleasant?
I'm being squeezed now, I am.
Well, if you put Tommy back, there'd be more room in front.
Well, kneel on the bed, Tommy.
Oh, that's a relief. I'm getting off my feet.
It's a relief to get off my own feet.
Lucky, can you smile a little more?
I'm no film star. I can't make an expression at will.
Well, can you frown a little less then?
Oh, will you take the photo and be done with it?
All right, all right. Now, this is a time exposure. You'll have to be very still. Ready? Smile. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, what a relief.
I think that'll be a good one.
Sure.
Lucky we have a picture of everyone here now but you. Let's take one of you by yourself.
No.
Ah, go on, Lockie. Then we can all have a copy.
We've had ours took.
It won't hurt you.
The film belongs to me, and I'll not do it.
Well, give one good reason.
I couldn't face it alone.
Well, there's only one exposure left. Pretend it's an X-ray.
We can't have any of them develop until that one's taken.
Well...
Good man. Now stand here.
Yes, stand in the aisle.
Oh, all right, but get on with it.
Just pretend you're on your own land looking down the road.
Up to your kilt in ever.
Now, let's make this the best of the lot. Stand still, Lucky.
Hey, you ought to be smoking a crooked pipe.
You ought to have a sheepdog.
Stop coaching from the
Oh,
sidelines.
don't wiggle. I can't keep you in focus. Now, be still, all of you. Tommy, get out of the picture. What are you doing there?
I was only trying to peek under his kilt to settle that
Oh,
bet.
don't be disgusting. Now, smile, Lucky.
I can't smile.
Oh, very well. Here we go, then. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Oh, thank heaven that's
Oh,
over.
thank you, Lucky. You were patient and handsome.
That's right, Lockie. I reckon you'll make the
Yank,
film
you might
business.
stop by the X-ray room and see if they'll develop our pictures.
Right, sister.
Will some of you go over to Ward C and bring the bathtub over here? They're going to let us use it for a week.
Can I go, sister? I'd like to stretch my legs.
Oh, I don't care who goes, so long as you bring it back.
Well, come on then, Digger. Let's find the bath.
Before we get the
right.
bath, I think Lecky ought to walk around in this kilt. We haven't had a real good look at him yet.
Oh, you'll have the photo to study.
Turn around, Lackey. Let's see the back view.
You blokes keep chaffing him, and I'll try to lift his kilt with this fly swatter.
Good idea, Tommy. Hey, yes, you got the legs for 'em, Lackey.
Let's see how graceful they look when you make a turn. What happens?
Oh, there's a wee flare like this.
Yeah, blimey, I nearly saw it. Yeah, what would happen if you had to whirl? Oh, it shall be as graceful as a fountain. Let's see you whirl, Lecky.
Are you boys going to get that tub or not?
Right away, sister.
Come on, Tommy, you dirty old man. You'll use that tub, too.
It's a plot to keep me ignorant.
Yank,
Yeah?
could you wait? I've something I'd like to ask you.
Oh, sure. They'll manage without me. What's on your mind?
Well, I believe he said you're to be wed when you get home.
I sure am.
When were you sure you wanted a wife?
First time I kissed my gal, I guess.
Ah, when you kissed. Tell me, if a good girl kisses you, it's an encouraging sign, is it no?
Good or bad, it's encouraging any way you look at it.
I think I'd like to wed.
Aren't you sure?
Well, you see, that's my problem. Do you think I've a right to ask a lass to be my wife? No, with things like they are.
Well, what do you mean with things like they are?
Well, if I was to get married now, I'd have to return to my regiment. Would that be fair to my bride?
Look, Buster, you mean...
Aye. Bonnie, sister Margaret.
Oh, but you can't.
She's no married.
Look, Lackey, everybody falls in love with his nurse. Well, I'll bet every patient who's been in this ward has fallen in love with Sister Margaret for a while. She looks after us and she's good to us, but well, that doesn't mean she loves us. You might be making a mistake.
Aye, that's why I wanted your advice. Did you ever hear of Sister Margaret kissing a patient?
Well, she hasn't kissed me.
Then, if she kissed a man of her own free will, it would mean she meant to encourage him.
Did she kiss you?
She cupped my face in her two soft hands, and she kissed me.
Lackey, women kiss lots of men without having it mean marriage.
But do you think Sister Margaret's that free?
Oh, no.
I lay awake all night, wondering why I should be so fortunate. Yank, do you think I'd be unwise to risk a proposal?
I don't know.
But the facts are in my favor.
Oh, hell, go ahead. It's worth sticking your neck out for.
Aye. Then I will.
Now, look, I can see Sister coming back now. You couldn't want a better chance. Shh, here she is.
The MO wants you to take these pills, Lucky.
It's a willful waste of pills.
I'll see you later, Lackey. Hey, Blossom. Come on. I'll take you out and teach you another word. One suitable for all occasions.
Now, will you take your pills?
Aye, I'll take them. Have you a minute to spare, sister?
Well, I was going over to see Matron, but what did you want?
I I was thinking of making a proposal of marriage. I think you'd best be seated.
Oh, good gracious, yes. Is the proposal of marriage directed at me?
Aye, who else?
Oh.
I've said some things in my time I've cause to regret. And among them was my attitude to marriage.
Lucky, you mustn't feel...
Please don't interrupt me. I'm no much of a man on the surface, but I've a great and powerful will to work. I've a wee button Ben in Scotland that you know about. My health's good, regardless of the Colonel's spite. I'll do my best to make you happy. You know what my army pay is, and I'll sign it over to you. I'll give you all I can. You'll never want for food nor worry about rent. I've been a cabin boy, a seaman, carpenter, a farmer, a miner, a stevedore, and a staff sergeant. I'm no legitimate. My mother wasn't married. I've good teeth, and I'm no tattooed. I hope you'll no be hasty in considering my proposal.
Lucky, are you offering me your life because you think you owe me something?
I offer you my heart, for it does me no good without you.
Oh, Lucky, it isn't simple.
There's another man?
It isn't that.
You don't share my feelings. I've made you unhappy. I've presumed over much. Can you forgive me?
Oh, you wretched, stubborn little man. Why must I love you?
Please, you confuse me. Do you or don't you?
God help us. I do.
I can't believe it. You'll marry me?
If you want me. Must I always kiss you first?
Oh, Maggie. My bonny Maggie.
Oh, dear, not Maggie, please.
I'll never displease you.
No need for promises.
But how can you care for me?
And no doubt.
No, never. So long as you do care.
Behind the door, Frank. You're not the old-fashioned down. Easy.
Yeah, I bet this is the tub they boil the tea in.
Ah, that's a good bet. I'll take it.
Now, look, can we get it through the washroom door?
Yeah, I think I'll sit in the tub and do my laundry.
You sit in it, you'll wear it for life.
The matron's waiting for me. I must go.
I've waited for you all my life. Don't go far.
Lucky, there are many things I'd like to say to you. I probably never shall. We've suddenly crossed many rivers. Let's not waste time looking back. Oh, here's Yank. I must fly, dear.
Well, if it didn't annoy you so much, I'd play my pipes. She loves me, Yank.
When do you get married?
Oh, we haven't fixed a date. I'll want you to stand up for me.
Be your best man?
Aye.
Sure.
Oh, thank you, Yank. Thank you kindly. And now I'll put my kilt away and have a wee rest, if you don't mind. I'll just close the screen.
Hey, when you go in there to bathe, take some scented soap and a can opener.
Hello, Yank. Yeah. Is he changing?
Yeah.
Blimey, now's our chance. We can peek through this little crack. This should settle it.
Hey, give us a gander, will you?
Get out of the way, I can't see.
What is this all about?
Truth, the Colonel. We was settling a bet, sir. It's kilts, sir.
Where's the orderly? Where's the sister?
She just stepped out, sir.
Well, where's Sergeant McLachlan?
He's in there, sir.
I'll move the screens away. I want to talk to him.
Yes, sir. The Colonel to see you, lackey.
I was just changing, sir.
That's quite all right. Did you take the pills I sent you?
Aye, I took them, sir. But you can't force me to take any more.
What's that?
I'd like to remind you, sir, that as a British soldier, I have a right to refuse them.
You man, wait outside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've just been talking to the DMS about you. Oh, sit down.
Yes, sir.
Before I moved you over here, I called GHQ about the possibility of having you flown back.
Back where, sir?
I thought you might want to get back to Scotland.
Back to...
But I was told by GHQ that the request was, preposterous. Too many priorities.
But why should you do that for me, sir?
When we were turned down, I decided to keep you here. Have you got along all right? You satisfied?
Aye, more than satisfied. They're good men here, sir.
Well, I've just had a call from Army headquarters. Someone at GHQ has decided that you're more important than the waiting list.
Oh, you must be joking, sir. I'm just a sergeant.
Sergeant or brigadier, there's a passage booked for you. Tomorrow, if I can get you to the wing commander. You've been given an A1 priority. You can be in Scotland inside the 3 days. Do you want to go?
It's a great temptation, sir. When could I return?
You wouldn't return.
You mean I wouldn't be allowed to return to my regiment?
Sergeant, I have been given a direct order. I disagree with that order, but I'm a soldier and I've no choice. There seems to be a regulation somewhere that says you must be given the full facts of your case.
But I've been given the facts, sir.
When you came in here with that shrapnel in your kidney, there was a chance that you'd recover.
Aye, I have.
You recovered from the operation, yes, but you've one kidney left. A bad one. That one kidney is destined to collapse.
Aye. And then?
Nothing. There's nothing that surgery or medicine can do. Can't give a man a new kidney. Do you understand?
Aye. I'm the man, sir.
Waits?
How long?
A week or two more.
That's no much time.
I didn't tell you, Sergeant, because there seemed nothing to gain. Now I've been ordered to tell you.
I thought you had a spite at me.
Hardly. I wish I could give you a kidney of mine. I've damn little use for two. Would you like to go back?
My brain's numb. I can't think.
You'd see Scotland again. The alternative is to stay here with us. Stay here with your friends.
Just a minute, sir. Did the lads in the ward know about me?
Yes, I wanted things made as pleasant as possible for you. I asked them to help you.
And the sister?
Well, naturally, she had to know.
I'd like to go back to Scotland, sir.
Very well. I can get you down to Calcutta in the morning, if that's your decision.
That's my choice.
In the meantime...
I'd like to be left to myself.
Certainly, certainly. Oh, I wish I could say something warm and reassuring.
No, you can spare me that. I've had enough pity, thanks.
I'll take care of your papers and arrange for your transport.
Well, what did old Cobwebs want, Lackey?
He's ticked Lackey off about the pills.
I like the way our lackey stood up to him.
Don't pay any attention to old Cobwebs, Lackey. He likes to throw his weight around. I better take these films to be developed now.
Give me these!
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, Lackey. You've ruined them.
Would you mind going back to your own side of the ward and leaving me in peace behind my screens?
What's the matter, Lackey?
I'll no ask you again.
Your sister.
Did you talk to him?
He spoiled the pictures. What's wrong with him, sister?
The colonel told him everything.
Why?
Orders from the DMS. Oh, I do think they were wrong.
Oh, God, what good'll it do?
Shh, here he comes.
There's your kilt back.
Lucky.
I'll be going away in the morning. If you've any decency in you, will you kindly no speak to me? I've no wish to see ye. Any of you.
Now, wait a minute, Lackey.
Keep away from me, do you hear?
You'll need us, Lucky. You'll need us.
I'll need nobody. I should have known you'd be like all the rest. Well, you bought my friendship cheap enough for the price of a kilt. How righteous you must have felt in your pity and goodness. I'll no let you hurt me again.
Well, sister?
Yes, he signed your papers, Yank. Here.
When can I leave?
Not till this afternoon.
When does he leave?
In a few minutes. Will you collect the breakfast plates?
Yeah, all right.
Sister has a cold, has she not?
I didn't notice.
Here you are, Yank. I could make toast to your tea with feathers.
After you're gone, I suppose that'll be my job.
You can have it. Came to get your plate, lackey. You let your breakfast go cold. Don't you want it? Sister says you're leaving in a few minutes.
Aye.
You need any help?
I want no help.
I was leaving myself this afternoon, but if you stayed, I'd spend my leave here with you, if you'd like. Well, I'm damn sorry to see you go. I hope things won't be too bad. I'd like to say goodbye now.
You've said it.
Got all the breakfast things there, Yank?
Yeah.
Good. Here are your papers, lackey. They'll send word over as soon as your transport's here.
I'll have my kit ready in a minute.
How about a little help with these dishes, Kiwi?
How about a little help, Tommy?
How about a little help, Digger?
Okay.
May I stay and talk to you?
There's nothing to say.
Oh, my poor, stubborn darling, please hear me. I'll never have another chance to talk to you.
There's nothing to say.
I can't let you walk out of here despising us.
You can't prevent me.
Do you think the way we feel about you less honest, less genuine because we knew to begin with?
Dare you answer that truthfully?
Of course we were more considerate because we knew. What kind of people would we be if we'd been indifferent?
The kind of people I should have known you would be. You're easy to find the world over. The kind that'll beat a man, rob him and betray him and think it fair game. Unless he's dying. And then you're frightened and your conscience drives you to goodness. Well, I find your sudden virtue no worthy of an animal.
We're your friends, lackey. No matter how you acquired us. The only ones you have in the world. Stay with us.
You made me think for a wee while I'd misjudged my fellow man. Oh, if you only knew the bitterness I've got to thank you for.
You can't believe that the only reason we were kind to you was because we knew.
You dare deny that it didn't help, that it didn't goad you on.
No, I can't deny that.
And was it easy to like me?
No, it wasn't.
Do you expect me to be proud that you liked me just because I was to die?
That wasn't the only reason. Lucky, dear Lucky, please listen to me. Forget everything but this. For a little while, you learnt the meaning of friendship. Didn't you say that you'd shared a moment with kings?
Yeah.
Oh, darling, what difference does it make why people are good?
I've done with my packing.
Would you hate it if I kissed you goodbye? You did ask me to be your wife, you know.
Will you let me be?
Do you think I said I'd marry you only because I pitied you?
Did you know pity me?
With all my heart. Oh, surely there's pity in every woman's love.
I've no words for you.
I'll have Yank help you out with your kit. Yank?
Yeah?
Would it mean anything to you if I married you now, before you left?
Nothing.
You wanted me, sister?
Yes. Yank, as soon as I've seen about the transport, I want you to help him with his kit.
I want no help.
I think I'll get this other roll of film in. I'd like some pictures of the gang myself before I go.
Well, you can leave me out. I don't feel like pictures.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, look, Yank. Blossom's offering Lackey's necklace.
Blossom. Back. Sheesh.
Keep your blasted feet.
By God, look, you, I want to tell you something before you go. There's something mean in you that only a bullet can cure. You don't want our friendship? Well, you didn't pay for it. You didn't earn it. You got it for nothing, so what are you kicking about? Now the payoff. You're sore because you didn't know when you were going to die. Well, does anyone know when he's going to die? What do you think life is, a certified check?
You tricked and cheated me. You didn't give me friendship, you gave me pity.
Well, did Blossom give you pity? He didn't know you were going to die. He liked you. He wanted to give you something, and you throw his friendship back in his face. It's a good thing you're going to die before you cause any more unhappiness.
Yank, what were you shouting about?
This sorehead hit Blossom.
Why?
Because Blossom wanted to give him some beads when he saw he was going away.
Never mind. Lucky, your transport's here. Are you ready?
Aye.
Are you ready to go?
Aye.
Yank, will you carry his kit for him?
No, he doesn't want any help. Let him manage alone.
It's your last chance to help him.
He doesn't have to go. He's so damn stubborn, he'll die alone rather than admit he's wrong. No.
Digger. Kiwi. Tommy.
I need no help. I'll go alone.
Lachlan.
Aye.
Goodbye.
Well, now that he's getting out of the way, let's get some pictures. Come on, fellas, get together. Hey, sister, come on, take our pictures.
I'd be willing to consider staying if you'd admit you'd wronged me.
No, look, if you think we're going to beg you to stay, you're wasting your time. Now, get the picture, sister.
You can't use that film without my permission. It's my private property.
I'll give you your money back.
I've my rights. I'll no take it.
Oh, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus.
Oh, don't be spiteful, Lucky, please.
Let him take it. The hell with him. But I wish I could understand what makes a man want to die despised and friendless.
I don't want to die alone.
Lachlan, why don't you say what you want to say? And stop saying the things you don't mean. Lachlan.
It's no easy for me to say it. All my life I've hated what I couldn't have, but saved my pride. But now I've no time to squander on my pride. I want to stay. If I must beg you, could I have my bed back?
Why don't you get into your blues, Lucky?
Yes. Change in my office.
All right. Thank you.
I wish I had a mother. I feel just like kicking her in the teeth.
Do you suppose he'd feel better if he could play his bagpipe?
I don't think he could. I don't think he has any wind left in him.
He looked a bit pale. Sister, maybe you'd better go in and see him.
No, I think not. He swallowed his pride. It'll take him a little time to digest it.
Hey, why don't we finish taking the pictures?
Yes, let's get that over.
Before we grow long, gray beards.
All right, then. Get into a group. Come along now. That's it. Oh, no. Stay close together.
Tommy, you can't.
Are we very handsome-looking, sister?
I can't see you. Not very handsome, but very wonderful.
Well, take what you see. My legs are getting tired.
1, 2, Lucky.
Aye, get
And you changed into your kilt.
Would you be so good as to let me into your photo? That is my film, though you need to consider that.
Your place is here, Lackey.
Yeah, come on, Lucky. Come and stand over here.
Now, are you ready? All smiling. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
What a relief.
Hey, you've no to do that.
I found out, blokes. I peeked under his kilt. I know the answer.
You little beaut.
In The Hasty Heart by John Patrick, adapted for radio by Duncan MacIntyre, the part of Lachlan was played by Duncan MacIntyre. Margaret was played by Isabel Dean, Yank by Warren Stanhope, Digger, Trader Faulkner, Tommy, Alan Dudley, Kiwi, Rolf Lefevre, Blossom, Michael McLean, the Colonel, Basil Jones, and the Orderly, Ronald Herdman. The Hasty Heart was produced by Martin C. Webster.